Chad. How you guys doing, baby? It's Friday. It is the end of a very, very good week so far. I hope you guys are well rested. I hope you guys are ready. It is NFP Friday, baby. So don't go anywhere. As you guys can see, I'm a solo G again today. But nonetheless, we are here. We're ready to go. The vibes are up. If the markets seem a bit stale, we're good to go. So don't worry. We're enjoying some music. Yeah, we had a good time. Markets are not doing much, so you're not missing anything. Don't worry about that. But yeah, Chris dropping some dish liquid on the floor to help him suffer. The song nice jaw swing. Name a bed duo. Keys dropping this Friday, take me to my bed. But yeah, Chad, just having a bit of fun with the boys. Yeah, as I say, not much happening on the markets. We're going to get into it. Not much of a analysis, which is going to take us too long to get through. So as I say, don't worry, you're not missing anything. But nonetheless, we're going to get ready to open up these markets, get into it. Yeah. So as always, we are going to open up with the stream before we start to turn things up a little bit. The one moment we are going to ask to get silent, come together as we get ready to open up with prayer. So this is that moment. I'll ask you guys just to bow your heads, join with me, and let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I come before you today with a heart seeking guidance, a heart seeking faith, knowledge, wisdom, all these amazing things where we sometimes think we are the foreseer, the leader. It's about us, and we step into roles which sometimes are not ours. We need you to take our hand, to guide us, to speak through us. Give us that wisdom to take on every single day and act out the best way possible that we can. Whether this is in family, friends, business, whatever it is, we know that you always seek out our best interests. We want you to just illuminate that path for us, brighten it, show us the way you call us to, lead us to you, Lord, transforming our ideas, our thoughts, our actions so that they can align with what you want and becoming that person you want us to be. Teach us to be a patient sometimes. It's always about timing, and sometimes we always realize that in our trading, that's the one thing we can't do, is be patient. We can't sit on our hands. We can't just wait for the markets to play out. We can't wait for things to happen. We want that new car. We want that new house. We want that new jersey. And you know what? Sometimes, as we always say, it's not in that season. It's not in that moment. So give us that strength in worship and even just being gratitude for what we have. Sometimes it's not a thing of coming forward to you, Lord, asking for something and praying for this, saying, you know what, Lord, I'm going to give this because I want this in return. Make it a case of, I want to give this, Lord, because I want to say thanks for everything you have already given me, Lord. We need to start shifting our perspectives. We need to see it for what it is and just change the mindset. Lord, help us navigate life as this day to day, as we grow stronger in our faith every single day. Help us to be there with others. Help this community be there for each other. We grow from strength to strength, and we know you're at the pivot and you're at the core. This brings joy. We can reflect on our growth. It allows us to be better every single day by actually helping each other. Let us help and nurture each other through you helping us as individuals. But Lord, we just want to pray this unwavering presence of gratitude for you always being there, always being with us, walking through us, forgiving us, and always giving us that mercy and grace even when we don't deserve it. But Lord, we pray this in your heavenly name, and those that believe it can say amen. Chad, we know if there's more than two amens, he is here and he is present with us. But let's get into it. Speak louder. Chad, was that a bit soft? Sorry, the audio was a bit off here today, so I had to change some of the audio settings. I see you guys are saying amen, but I do apologize if that was soft. As I say, all the settings were a bit messed up here again today. One of the biggest things that amazes me, how you go home, you come back, and somehow every setting's changed. Our streaming, what screens are captured, the cameras, I mean, you can see the other PC is on. Like, so the camera should still be on, but no. So the joys. But nonetheless, Chad, let's get into it. I actually need to listen properly. Listen carefully. But let's get into it, yeah, Chad. So we're going to start off actually with the fundamental chat. What can we expect today? All roads lead to NFP. So they are expecting a massive drop here, Chad. If we look at that, 130k to a minus 58k. So when I say minus, is it not negative, but is it negative minus from where we were? So again, if we look at average hourly earnings, they are expecting the drop. Retail sales, a little bit of an increase on core retail sales. Normal retail sales month on month, a decrease, and the unemployment rate to halt. So two things we want to take note of here is I'm going to give you a bit of insight. As I always say, it's a bit unfair if I had to spell it out completely for you, because that is obviously what the Project G guys get there. But what you want to basically just focus on, and I'm going to give this to you here, if NFP and unemployment rate come out in the same essence, and what I mean by that is saying if they both come out negative for the dollar, you will see the dollar take shots. But if they come out, one's bullish, one's lower, or one's lower, one's higher, you're going to see mixed data. That's what we call mixed data, and that is where things get a bit interesting and a bit choppy. Alright, so if you can get just that continuation play over here, that is where things get interesting. Alright, so take note of that when you go into New York session today. But in that same breath, I'm going to say to you guys, I'm not expecting anything too crazy today. Reason being purely because obviously we're going to wait for NFP to come out. So if we have a look here on the dollar, you guys will remember I said this yesterday, as much as I told you Wednesday, if we broke back underneath, I was going to be a bit skeptical about what was happening. But where we were trading, I wanted to see dollar come back. We came back in, and now we halted and we closed back above that monthly R2. So we are still pretty much neutral in this area. All right. So what we're going to do here, all right, let me open up markets quickly, guys. Markets are open. Ding, 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 ding. Round 9, fight. So guys, you're not missing anything. Don't worry. Markets are not doing much. So as I say, you're not missing. But dollar basically holding a monthly R2. So what we're going to see there, trading down. Can we get the continuation play? When we look at this quickly on a weekly time frame, I want to show you guys something. We still are closing very, very much bullish. Now, two things can happen. If we're going to get to the end of this week, like I said, that's a key area for us to get above. Do we see dollar try and run that wick to fill that wick for us now before the end of the week? All right. Otherwise, we can still pull back, and then we open up for the next week to possibly go for the wick fill. But then the big thing still comes down to where do we close in consideration of that monthly R2. Okay. So when we look here on today in a little 5-minute session, I'm not expecting anything too crazy. And as I say, no surprise, tight Asia range, because again, we are waiting for that build up of NFP, and we'll see the breakout from that point onwards. Okay, so just monitor that. I'm going to go over to NAS quickly for you guys. No surprise there as well. Massive bullish move yesterday. Was actually quite nice. And then they're obviously looking bearish, but we'll show you guys quickly where that bullish move came in if you weren't watching. Today holding, again, same thing. We are holding the monthly pivot. All right, so again, take note of that. 4 hour, there you guys can see. So that was your sell-off period, and then there was your bars coming back late into the evening. All right, so late into the evening till there. But nonetheless, what do we want to see here now? Very interesting. We are holding that 200 EMA, so you want to take note about that. But again, we are already quite up on the day, so well, not up, but we are starting to move quite bullish. Obviously, considering market open is down there basically at Asia lows. So very simple. I won't be surprised if we get some type of little pullback here, even maybe just to the monthly pivot again, your weekly just underneath. If we get something like that and then halt, okay, because then we're going to set up for NFP. But again, I'm not going to touch this in London session, so not really too bothered about it for now. Going over to gold. Gold is the one I think everyone wants to know about still. Nothing too crazy going to happen there. We can see already that volume dramatically slowing down on gold. Okay, There we can see yesterday closing bearish, but still holding our yearly resistance, still above it, and pretty much just in chop at this point. So literally no trades so far this morning, not even Prodigy. We did not take anything because it is just super choppy. We're not going to try and involve ourselves in something we don't want to get into. Yesterday it was just a bad call from our side, but again, we don't need to ruin a good week just for here now. So when we're starting to look here, 4 hour, you can see your 4 hour. I mean, guys, think of it now. We are 2 hours into this 4 hour candle, and look at what it looks like. You are not going to get anything out of gold now. We are going to be waiting most likely for NFP. If you consider it, when last did we see a 5-minute range? That's $100. Not $100, sorry man, 100 pips. 100 pip move, that's the normal range of one 5-minute candle, as we can actually see there on the side when we came bullish. Now you've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 5-minute candles to do 100 pips. No thank you, I don't want to get involved in that. So again, we might sit here today, we might vibe out, we'll talk a little bit. We can almost have a little bit of industry chat. If you guys want to chat about some stuff, let me know. We can just go through the topics. If we see something come about that we like, maybe we'll get into it. But for now, as it stands, that is everything, guys. Unfortunate thing, as you know, we are getting to the end of the week, but nonetheless, we'll just see what happens. But that is it, guys, all summed up beautifully for you. NFP, the main event today, so we're going to see what happens there. Let me get my other charts open so I can see if the source is maybe giving me something. I really don't think it is, but just in case for you guys. Just in case. Okay, there's a little bit of source, but nothing for now. We can't do anything where it's at. So now we're vibing, guys. We're vibing. 1,000 pips, Giga. Yeah. I'm sounding like those Furies, yeah. Telling you guys 100 pips is $100. Sit in your hands, price action, 100%. Morning peeps. Gold on that chop suey today. Yeah, this is that price action that is going to kill you and put you right back into your 9 to 5. This is where you need to know to just chill. Vibe out, listen to some tunes. Chat with the boys and the girls. And just have a good one. So here's a interesting one for you guys. So what are your thoughts on this? Okay, I want to understand as a community. Let's chat about this, because I was chatting with someone last night about it, and as mentors, what do you think we can do about it? So for example, we obviously have members. What do you think is the cause, and how do you think us mentors need to adapt it? Because at the end of the day, the members somehow make it our problem. If we give trade ideas, and you have a community where last month we had 6 new funded traders join the funded team. 6 new people got funded. And all they did was take the trades that were given to them. They're using the time, they're still learning, they're doing their stuff, but they took the trades that were given to them. Because at the end of the day, we should still be taking the same trades because you're taught to trade the same way. When there's hundreds of other traders in the rest of the group, and then they saying, yeah, they battling, they're not being profitable, they're not doing this. How as mentors do you think we fix that? How do you think we fix that? Because it shows you what we did and people followed, they got funded. Other people, now remember, I know what the answer to why they didn't get funded. The ones who didn't, I know what the answer and why. But when that's the case, it's our problem. Now, I'm not your babysitter, I'm not your father. I'm not going to sit there looking over your shoulder telling you, hey, little Timmy, you shouldn't be doing that. If you're going to catch on cuck afterwards, you can't blame us. So what is you guys as a community and as traders think mentors need to do, and how do we fix that? If you put on the POC, we will have a trade. Don't say these things. Geeks with XM, when you lose the bonus and have $200 left and you build that account up with $200 to the original bonus amount, can you withdraw? I think if it's back to the original, so if you're not just in the drawdown, so either needs to be back to break even or in profits. You need to make more profit than the bonus to withdraw. If you withdraw lower than the bonus, they remove the bonus. That's how I understand. Yeah. So your deposit will deplete first. They're taking their own trades, geeks. Yeah. Fines is the only way. You can't fix that because people think this is a get rich quick scheme. No, I agree with that. Don't think you can fix it. These guys need to practice proper risk management. It's their own fault. Well, Keeks with the tough love. No, Dane, and that's the thing. So, like you guys, and that's what I'm saying. It's we know it's not our fault, but the thing is, the people at the end will come back and say to you, "I tried your stuff, it wasn't working. I'm not profitable." For example. Now that's saying you guys couldn't help me. I'm not profitable. Look, at the end of the month, I'm down. Well, I blew my account. They took those trades, can't blame the mentors. Risk management, and psychology. Everyone needs to pay their school fees and learn 100%. There always will be people who blame others for their own mistakes. Do nothing. You either learn and put effort into it, or you don't become profitable. I 100% agree with that. But that's what I'm saying, is you guys as a community and as traders, do you believe it's right in us saying to them and being tough love and saying, you can't blame us? When we look back at your stuff and we look at it and you caught in your own cuck, how will we blame for that? Got it, thanks peeps. Mentors are at war on Facebook these days. Bro, I can't even lie. I saw that video yesterday. I messaged Masai and I caught up because I didn't even know who it was with. I'm like, bro, who are you beefing with? And obviously he tells me that, and I'm like, damn, bro. But I was laughing so hard reading those messages, bro. The guys were going at it. Well, not really. It was pretty much one way. Keys, the real issue. Hold on there. So often people increase their lot sizes because they get trade ideas from you guys so that they could be on the problem. Yeah, keys, the real issue is lot size. Risk management is account size. A quick example, you send a trade idea, I'm on his 5 Rand ZAR account, and on the stop loss on gold trade is 10 points, which is about 165 to stop loss. Account is gone. No, but remember perspective. So for example, if I'm trading, let's put it this way. So if I trade, again, let's say I'm trading $100. Okay, so 2,000 Rand on that account. $100, and for that trade, I'm risking, let's just say I'm risking $20. So I'm risking 20% of the account. Whatever you are trading, if you're trading 500 Rand, you must risk 20% of that 500 Rand. You're not risking the whole 500. So you adapt your lot size to that your risk must match whatever my risk is, if that's the case, and you go in with the exact same. Have disclaiming saying no responsibility for poor decisions. You can't just cop that shit because people will blame anything but themselves. Always, yeah. Kick them to the curb. You can't make everyone happy. If you don't know how to trade, why are you using a lot size or like 10 or 1 or even a 0.5, 100%? Those are the guys that ask, where do I turn the alerts for? 100%. Keys, you and Chris going to clap an NFP signal for Prodigy this afternoon? Yeah, we're going to. Chris did give it yesterday on the call as well. In the New York session, we did give the call there. But we'll just send a quick breakdown before the time to remind everyone. Calling people helps no one. I think people should just have a FX book. As an opportunity, I don't expect my mentor to get me deals or customers. Why must a trading mentor provide signals? My brother, preach. That is the best thing I've heard all day. The thing for me, is I get this. And this is my counter argument. I had a chat with a guy last night about it as well. You have the guy who says, listen, I don't have the time. I'm busy. I work. So I can't, for example, sit on a stream with you every single day. 100% understand that. So that's where they want signals. But I told them that is the amazing thing called alerts. So for example, when we send a trade idea, let's say on Prodigy, the 4-hour OES plays, it's marked up before the time. So you can set an alert and you come back, because when you know what you're looking for, you only have to come back when that alert goes off, because then it's at the trade we're going to execute now. You know what the rules are because you've gone through the education, so you know how to enter the trade. And then you enter, set stop loss, set TP, Bob's your uncle, and you can get off your phone. Because this is the thing. Let's say this now, you trade, okay? And we do signals. And you become very successful, or you make your money, you leave your job. Because we've had someone do this. You leave your job and you become a full-time trader. Great success story, blah, blah, blah. What happens tomorrow? Chris or myself are in a car accident and we gone. This is someone who could have a family, who could have kids, who relies on our trading. And now we gone and his whole world has been thrown upside down. So this is where we need to teach you how to do it, because at the end of the day, if we ever walk away or something happens to us, you still have the skill to trade. So does that make sense? Provide your proof of the trades you have taken. As mentors, it's time to have receipts. Let a person provide the FX proof it was the trade. Bro, Max, I 100% agree with that. So that's actually something we brought into Project G with the new journaling system we have. It's still in closed testing, but the mentors, so that way we can't necessarily have that time to have each person that's like one-on-one 1 hour catch up and review, where we can skim through the journals. And because at the end of the day, not everyone's going to use it, but the guys who are serious will use it. And it allows us as mentors, we can access anyone's journal. So at the end of the day, you can go through, you journaled your trade, your won, your loss, your notes, and we have as mentors a notes section, and we can go in and we can say, listen, this trade completely wasn't valid, or this trade was valid, but maybe take note of this next time. This time you actually should have already been break even. This was the case, blah, 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 and we can give them tips. So in that way, we actually get to work with you as you providing your trades to us, and where things went right, where they went wrong, and us being able to actually help you in noting areas of your trades. Keep in mind, it's a trade idea. Yeah, very true. I don't understand a lot myself when people are sad about being unhealthy and they say they have no time for gym, but yet they have 4 hours a day to sit and watch Netflix munching food. Chad, you guys are preaching here today. Facts. You won't learn anything if you just depend on signals. Keys, another thing, some people don't follow your trade ideas. You'll find TP is after 100 pips, but they hold and don't manage their trade. Yeah. The thing is, there's times, and I always will say to the guys, for example, the bigger trades, 1 to 2. Now, if you go more than that, by all means, if there is possibility that the trade can run, by all means. But then trail your TP with you. Trail your stop loss with the trade. So that if it does reverse, you don't take a break even or worse, a loss after you had a winning trade. Also, I think there needs to be a huge explanation there. Signals versus trade ideas. That's why learning is important, 100%. I have a friend that only follows signals, making big bucks, and I'm here struggling and learning, knowing he will cuck off one day when that signal provider disappears. Literally, bro. Dwayne, there was a guy, Chris and myself have spoken about on stream before, a guy we both know who, till today, most insane person ever when it comes to crypto. Like, he single-handedly made so many millionaires, single-handedly, by himself, people just following whatever he told them to do. He literally passed away. Now, the amount of people that were losing money so quickly because of that. Like, now they have like, okay, well, I need to keep making money now, because obviously they've upped their lifestyles, they've done whatever they've done, and they were burning through money. Because that's the reality that people don't think about. Chad, side note, send me a 1 year, who's traded with Topstep properly? Like, traded, got live. So send a 1 first if you got even just 2 live. And then if you got to a payout, let me know. I want to see something, yeah. We need to see something. Hold on, let me just change the. I actually just realized I'm on top chat and not live chat. Has no one traded with Topstep and got live? Geez, off topic, you're not keen for rugby again? Bro, I make the joke so many times. Like, Chris and myself both said, like, bro, I'd love to go play some footy again. I miss it, bro. Like, rugby was in my blood. The only thing for me, bro, is that it's not fair, because obviously I know I'd only go play by the decent sides. And the issue is, for example, there's a very good, most likely play with the first team, and I can't commit to that commitment right now. So if I could play like first reserves and just come out and have a Jill on the weekend with the boys, that's definitely something I would consider. Just because I know I always say, when you play rugby, bro, it's a brotherhood, and I can't be committing to a first team again and you let your boys down, you let your coaches down, because you can't commit to the sessions and training and all of that. So that's the only thing for me. I'd have to just make some changes in my life and get a new routine. If you play what position? So obviously my primary was always wing. But when I played, especially in Eastern Cape, purely just because the guys are smaller here, I did fill at 13 and then also at fullback for the guys. Okay, Jason and Party for tonight. Okay, you guys have. And of you two, did you both get a payout, or did you get a payout? Keys, how do I get my analysis to auto upload trading views so I don't have to start afresh every day? This was one of the things Chris had to figure out. How did he figure it out again, guys? That he didn't have to redo his stuff? Oh, Keys, when you come down, it's organized a community rugby session. Smart to bump the boys a bit key. Bro. As I say, I miss it, bro. We had like a moment, like, just because there's so many of my mates who are obviously all ex-players. And like we said, it's like you miss it, but you can't, bro, like, to go play clubs and stuff. So a lot of us like are players, and then a lot of times Sundays and they just organize like a touchies and things like that, just to go chill with the boys a bit. And then the touchies always turns into a little bit of a shoulder check. legit love the song. Yeah, it's a vibe. Keeks, when I go to the UK, thought I'd go play rugby to make some friends, but seeing that, I just thought the body is going to need work to take that impact again. Yes, got to pay out. Okay, quick one, my brother. So, with regards to their payout system, okay, how long did they take to pay you out? And how long is the payout till your first payout? It's weekly, eh? Keys and 2Gs are we going to trade NFP live? We're just going to have to see time-wise, my brother. Normally we do it as a live call, but there's quite a bit Chris and myself are just sorting out. So if we can't get it live today, we will still send you the outlook and get you guys ready and a breakdown how to do it, obviously going into the event. But yeah, either you will have the outlook and everything if we can't make the call. Yes, 3 payouts. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, Jason, we just chat there, my brother. Reason I'm saying that is we want to do something in Project G with the boys, and the only reason I'll say in futures is obviously because of that low entry, and then get that reward for the guys. 2 to 3 days. I used twice to payout request on a Friday and funds received the following Monday, Tuesday. Okay, perfect. So that's pretty much normal. Scale price chart only. Kigo. There we go, guys. So for my brother that was asking, scale price chart only. That's what you just need to do. I just want to see something out quickly, guys. Ooh. I'm just watching here quickly. Maybe we get a trade, yeah. Okay. One last thing. What is the difference in the 2Gs community versus the live stream? Could you show us how it is in the 2Gs community if it's allowed or possible? It's a bit hard because if I show you, let me just see here. If I go in, obviously we have a different screen to what you guys see. So you see a bit of our back end stuff, which I wouldn't want you to see. Yeah. How can I do this for you without you seeing this stuff? My brother, do me a favor. Just for now, because there's a bit going on here. We obviously have the option, the 10 is 10 plan. Literally $10, you get 10 days in it. You obviously are excluded from certain things, so that folks aren't going to try to be clever here, pay $10, get all of our stuff and then disappear. But it's basically a trial run. So I mean, $10 worth $200. And you can get a trial of everything. I'd love to go back to playing again, but I'm not keen for those injuries again. I'd rather just look like I can play. That was a good silent entry, yeah. Let me see, Mr. Forex Insights is back. Keep some advice, build a big buffer before withdrawal. Trading with 5k max drawdown becomes challenging. That's the thing, bro. As I said, it's just some, because obviously I traded just to prove a point to some people. Traded my first one, got the account live, and then I actually was up, and then they breached me on a stupid freaking rule. But yeah, breached me on a rule, and then I was like, okay, well, whatever. I wasn't really bothered by futures. And now, just because I said, like, a lot of the guys are using it because of that low risk. And I mean, if we can capitalize on it, to do it, get nice returns for the guys, especially in the community, obviously it's something nice. So we're just looking at it, but obviously I want to just have a good idea before obviously we completely go ahead with it with the community. Okay, let me do that. Yeah, sorry, bro. It's just on my side, like, is us because we obviously own it. If we go in, it shows, for example, like our generated profits. It shows like a whole bunch of other information now. So it's just a lot of private information that it's going to show then. Could you also reach buffer and withdrawal all depending on account size, then just buy new accounts? Chat, I have a question. Where is Bonang? I saw he was being a scammer. Is that true? KB, my brother, he's not here with us anymore. Obviously, my brother, I don't want to get into this because it just gives airtime to something. All I'm going to just say to you is he was taking a lot of people's money, trading for them, promising massive returns, and then ghosting them and losing their money. And now there's a lot of people he owes money to. Other than that, I'm not getting into that, my brother. First 5 withdrawals, you can only withdraw 50%. Huh? So I was right. I said that in the thing and someone told me I was wrong about that. Because they were like, no, you could draw 90% and they keep 10 or something. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it is the first 5 is your 50%. Only after that, it's a 90-10, eh? Hey, Lindwana. So many rules with all the firms. I don't use Top Step. But interesting that, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. I've always said, like, I wasn't bothered to get back into it. I'm happy with my CFDs or just trading your personal capital. But I do understand why it's attractive to traders. Keys, where do I get the 10 for 10 special? There's 2 options there, my brother. So let me just where's your Prodigy? Okay, so if you click that link, even if I click the link, it brings up our information. If you click the link, my brother, just scroll down because you're gonna see there the $50 a month. You just scroll down, and there at the bottom it says Project 10 for 10, $10 for 10 days. Just scroll down. Okay, thanks. Just depends on the plans. Can you please give your music playlist? It moves all over, my brother. It's not really a fixed playlist. Maybe we'll put one together for you guys. You get 100% of your first 10k withdrawal. Thereafter, 90-10 split. Okay, Jason, now you confused me, bro. Now you confused me. So I get 100% of my first 10k withdrawal. Thereafter, it's a 90-10 split. But where does the 50% of my withdrawal come from then? Hey? That's what Jason's saying, just build that big buffer. Because from what I understand, Jason, like, correct me if I'm wrong here, is let's say I make $5,000, okay? $5,000. I can withdraw only 50% of that. So 2,500, and the reason I can only withdraw the 50% is because then after that, the 2,500 is all I have to trade with unless I blow the account. Am I correct on that? Correct, Keeks. Okay, yeah, okay, so that's where you're talking about the buffer and everything. But now that's my thing which confuses me, bro, because that's how I understand, and you say I'm correct. But then what are they talking about? You get 100% of the withdrawal. So I get 100% of the 50% I can withdraw. And then after that, it's a 90-10 of the 50. I'm laughing because it confused me too. Bro, like... Keeks, can I ask if you can possibly break down the rules for Vault Funder 5K one step, please? What rules are you worried about, my brother? Like, what rules do you want to know about? That we don't have any, like, hidden rules, so what rule do you want to know about? As a Keys, you say that you prefer to trade with personal cap. What's your motivation to not trade prop firms? Is it a preference or no, Cameron? So I'm not saying I prefer personal. Okay, don't. I'm not saying I prefer it. I prefer CFD. Oh crap! I wasn't watching gold yet now. I prefer CFD over. Crap! We actually should be in here now, Chad. I'm gonna enter because it's still there. Alright. I'm in here, Chad. Sorry, I was talking crappy. I wasn't paying attention. Hey, am I right here when I'm freaking doing that? I'm not talking crappy again. Yeah, I am right, yeah. Sorry guys, I'm just checking this here that I'm not catching on cuck, yeah. Yeah, this actually should be right here, Chad. Yeah, sorry. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, oh, so back to the thing. So I prefer, like, prop firms are there, bro, because you have to understand, it's a low risk of, let's call it a low entry into the game. So for example, like if you actually know what you're doing, the possibility of what they can bring back is, let's say a 100k account. I always use this example. So a 100k account, $500, whatever you want to call it, to buy the account. But then within a month, you, for example, easy, I mean a 2% payout, you get your first one, $2,000, and you get your refund of your 500. So within a month you can be making back 2,500. So you 5x your initial investment and got it back. Then that's where you can start to scale it, and for example every 2 weeks you aim for a 4% type of return. So now you're making 4,000 and you've got an asset which in theory is risk free because you again got your refund back. So with CFDs, obviously there's a lot less rules. You have a lot more breathing room, a lot more allowance for account management. So I really do prefer CFDs. That's my thing. prop firms, I am a big advocate for prop firms because I always said for the normal person who, especially if we're talking your lower tier economy earners in South Africa, you can really capitalize on a prop firm. Where personal capital, it is amazing. You're obviously going to get better conditions a lot of the time. You get your benefits, and obviously you do have for your unforeseen circumstances where if you're making money, you can withdraw any moment, have it in your account within minutes. There's that benefit to it. So there is a place and a time for both. I always just say to people, the end goal as a prop firm trader is that those become assets, and think of it just as another stream of income. And your idea and your goal should be to make an account of personal capital the same size as your prop firm account. Does that make sense? And you can just trade it from that point onwards. Keeks, please explain the 10 for 10 is... My brother. Okay. Where's that link? All right. Okay. So when you go down, you click on the 10 for 10 plan, and then it props up, join the G's, 10 days of pro leveling trading for $10. Ready to take on the trade to the next level without breaking the bank. Project 10 for 10 is your 10-day intensive design to sharpen your strategy, discipline, and market execution. For only $10, you get access to the same tools, education, and live insights that 2G's community uses daily. Obviously, what does this include? A lot of the course material, live trading sessions, your trade alerts, market breakdowns, private community chats and support, and hands-on learning from verified funded traders. At the same time, you have obviously the customer reviews, okay? And that all goes down into the bottom here, and you can go read what people obviously have said about it. Now, for example, there we said days. We didn't say business days or anything like that, because at the end of the day, keep in mind, there's trading and you also get education. Now, for example, just because it's a weekend, if it falls over a weekend, you might not be able to trade, but you could use the weekend to go through all the educational content. So you are still active, the people are still chatting, you still have access to all the education. A weekend you just wouldn't be trading. So yes, the 10 days do include weekends, my brother. It's not a case of, okay, if it hit a weekend now, we're going to shut you out and you don't have access to anything. Keys, you executing trades on the 1 minute. At this point, it doesn't really matter, my brother. The one or the 5. So the 5 had to basically give me my confirmation, but I am on the 1. So they both, yeah. At this point, you could use either one. Doesn't really matter. The 1 I think just shows a lot more breathing room for us where we can manage. But yeah. So CFDs have your drawdown set with top 0 futures. You get 4-5 on loss on a 150k account. Once you made over the 4-5, your drawdown becomes whatever you have made. Yeah. So you basically build in your own account and draw down. Never thought the angle of a prop firm trading hierarchy go get a drawing board, giving insights. Then I just come with this. I think you guys can make a mini video on the 10 for 10 for the people interested. I think we're gonna have to. Thanks for that, appreciate it, champ. No problem, brother. You guys in bars and gold, I am G-Man. I am in a bar. Thanks for the clarification. No problem, my brother. When managing a trade and trading your stop loss, why do you take a B and do not close the trade in profit when you notice that price is reversing? Okay, so when we talk about managing a trade and trailing your stop loss, there's 2 points to this. Cornet, my brother. Before entering any agreements. It is true. No, I hear where my brother's coming from. So, for example, to answer D3 V-Ruse, I'm going to show you, I'm going to use this example for you, yeah. Okay, let's get rid about that. We don't need that anymore. Okay. We're going to use this example, yeah, for you. So when we took our buy on gold on Tuesday, okay? This was where we took our buy. There was our buy, and we ran a 50, 500, okay? We went 1 to 2, right? So there is your 10 there. Now, trade worked out very, very nicely. If you ran, sorry, we actually ran a 40. Sorry, guys. Ran a 40 because I'm remembering the 1 to 3 was a 120. Yeah, so there was your full TP. Beautiful. We got out. Now, the thing is, at this situation, when we trade in a lot more longer term, when you trade in small trades, 100% agree with you, you need to have points of validating a trade. But having a point like this, I'm either going to run a BE once I can go break even, or I need to let the trade run. In normal situations, and I won't even lie to you, Chris and myself have had times where we will trade TP or stop loss, because you need to understand the trade could even come back to test certain necklines and then run again. So you need to accept that when you're trading much more longer term trading. In this essence, if you went 1 to 1 and at 1 to 1 went break even, cool, it ran, then would have taken you out and then it went. The same essence where the guys held for the full 1 to 3. So there was the 1200. This is where a lot of the guys were posting about how they woke up, markets open, and when they woke up, bang, they had full TP. So the biggest thing it comes back to is just how the trade style. When you trade in a trade that's a much more long-term trade, there's the risk of taking a break even, yeah. When it's a trade of the idea that short-term, yes, then there's parts you can manage the trade. But it just really depends on the trade that you're taking. Trade management is my biggest enemy. I'm way too cautious. Yeah, a lot of people are. Just joined Prodigy today. Hey, there we go, my brother. Great to have you on board. Where is TP on gold? Currently, TP is at 5166. Obviously, that is the 1 to 1, but we want to manage this for 1 to 2. So, long term, our full TP will be there. So, if we do this now, let's just manage that there. I'll mark that for you. That's where we want to target. There 1526, so this will be full TP. Let's actually just mark that point for you guys. Okay. In this situation, because it's a small day trade, I am already going to go break even on this, because we were, if you think of your 1 to 1, if you're taking that, we were just shy of 80% to TP. So in our rules, that is a break even point. I mean, I'm not going to argue over 2 extra pips. So in this essence, we are now break even on this trade. Because this is a trade I don't think is going to play out for a day or so. We want to be probably in here max an hour, 2 hours. So there you're already risk off. You are free. You can take your profits, like we said there. That's always up to you. You always take your profits when you're comfortable. But that's the point. And if this can run and really show us volume, that's the full TP we would want to aim for. But there you go. Now you've got a runner where you have no risk and you can enjoy the rest of your Friday. NASDAQ gold doing the same moves, down then up. Watch if someone's going to hold past even the 2 TPs and complain. Keegs, when you move the stop loss side, it doesn't modify your stop loss in MT5. Yes, my brother. Not on TradingView, no. So that's why I picked my phone up, and then from there I had to just move my stop loss up. Prodigy is one of those investments you won't regret, my G. I appreciate it, guys. Because now, for example, these quick type of trades that we're in now, this trade for me, we want to hold this daily pivot. If this starts to fail, it can go back down, and end of the day, we can just range today because of NFP. So now this is a nice situation because I've given a trade, it had a valid area, it can hold to keep the trade valid, and we can chill. Then I know I've followed my rules, I've given it a shot, and I'm just sticking to my plan. There's a 4 to 430 strat that Chris once shared on stream. It works on NAS 100. You only wait for the breakout and retest. Yeah. If I'm correct, that strategy we don't even wait for a retest on that strat. I think that's just a breakout and you rip. Yeah, you don't wait for retest. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know Jexy loves the strat.
I feel so close to you right now. It's a force field. I wear my heart on my sleeve like a big deal. Your love pours down on me, surround me like a waterfall.
So you can just leave this and see if it runs for us.
I feel so close to you right now.
But with the last week or so, that strat has been difficult if you don't have a nice account to hold the range. Yeah, but yeah, indices have just been so choppy. Get about it. Come on, gold. I know you just want to run here for us. You just want to do it for the vibes. It's Friday.
There's no stopping us right now. And there's
Yeah.
no
Gold decided it's just going to put the brakes on a bit there, though.
there's no stopping us right now.
When you trade, what do you target for TP? It depends on the trade, my brother. So this Essence TP is 1-1, and my full TP would be a 1-2. Oh, Jake's replenish the replenishment. So now we just chill, guys. Gold is building up some energy, gonna go to the moon soon. You don't wait for retest, stored price, must respect the box, then it rips. No. Morning, how does G Rewards work? By the way, nice Adi, saw you on Samantha Way yesterday. I appreciate it, my brother. The G Rewards are basically, it's just money back on all your trades, my brother. So if you trade with XM and you're using one of those partner codes under the G Rewards, you get money back on all your trades. That I actually should be able to pull up for you. So literally, if you come over here, there we go, G Rewards. So this is on the website, guys. So when you go there, obviously you start off on the home page. You're just gonna go over to G Rewards, over the right corner. You can't see it, but it's on the right side. Yeah, G Rewards. Obviously with XM, so you're gonna come down, join G Rewards again, see how G Rewards work. There you guys can go. Everything works. You can use that partner code there, 2G's 15. You guys can sort obviously all your stuff out, trade normally, your progress keeps you up to date, and there you guys go. And we'll walk you through. You can even use your estimator. So if you're making that, let's say you trade there, it works out how much money you daily, your cashback, monthly, yearly. So very nice calculator we literally have here for you guys, and you can adjust that yourself. But yeah, then obviously you got the club. So again, so depending on what you do, so if you start meeting the new requirements, so a lot of people obviously are going for gold, but you can be platinum, elite. Obviously the more you just get bigger rewards, so again your cashbacks get boosted, and yeah, just a lot more money back for you guys. So again, your cashbacks, you obviously become verified, so your tiers go up, zero spread markup. But there you go, my brother. Hello, good morning, fellow trader. Greetings from Switzerland. Hey, what's up, my brother? Dad and Son Gaming. There's not a chance you guys are those from TikTok. Who's seen that? There was a guy, a dad and son, who's playing Ark. I don't actually think the dad plays. I think it's just the son, and the dad like watches him. Where they got Peanut to shout them out. God bless South Africans. Right there, my brother. Just show the balance keys, it's fine. Jakes, wait, what balance did I show? Wait, what? Is there a balance on there that I showed? Wait, where? Yeah, this man's talking kake again, bro. How do you access the G returns dashboard? Okay, when you guys go on to search 2G's trading, when you're on home, top right, it just says the G rewards. Gold flannel. Summer, my brother, you got to use these things on the side of your head. They're called ears. I answered your question already, my brother. You don't need to come spam it yet. Just use your ears and listen when people answer you. Nah, I don't stream on TikTok and my son neither. I only have this account on YouTube called Dancing. Oh, okay. More the G-Spine. Did I miss a trade? You did, but we just hit break even, so you didn't really miss much. So nothing to stress about. Break even trade there, ladies and gents. It's not being rude, my brother. It's not being rude. It's being called straight. Like I've answered you, bro. You the one spamming, yeah. Alright, gold's a break-even trade. So there is our bullet. The heart rate went to the moon. Yo, Jace. I do trade the German indices, DAX. You also have experience with DAX, or do you only trade Forex? I personally don't. My partner, who obviously is not here today, he trades more a little bit on DAX every now and again, but I personally don't, my brother. I trade gold and indices, so NAS and USD. So that's, there you go, guys. That was obviously this. We took our shot there. If it doesn't work out, that's it. DXY, yeah, she's coming out live. We got 80% of TP, so just unlucky. Someone out there still holding, definitely. Awesome, brother. I wish you a mindful and risk conscious trading day. I will hang around a little bit. I appreciate having you here, my brother. Hey Summer, you hurt your feelings, my brother. Unfortunately, I'd have to let you down and tell you we unfortunately are not. I'm engaged. He is married to these incredible creatures called women. I know it might be scarce because probably where you come from, you don't see a lot of them or interact with a lot of them. But no, we are not, my brother. So But if I find some that are around and available for you, I will let you know. Gold entry, you just missed it, my brother. We were in a trade, but we hit break even now. I'm Christian from Pakistan. Hey, great to have you here, brother. Just checking, do you guys place more than one trade? Like if you buy, you'll buy like 3 or 4 times on that? No, that is the most stupid thing in the world for me. We spoke about this before. If you're gonna barcode, that's stupid. If you're gonna scale into a position, different story. On certain circumstances, we do use scaling as a technique, but not like this, not normal trading, no. Wrong channel, brother. We trading here, not thinking. You got confused. Lol. Plan a trade the plan. Yeah, I was just curious because 2G, so it would make sense to. My brother, there's so many. So every time you think a person calls someone a G, you think they're calling them a gay. Trust me, my brother, you are very far from hurting me. Why so? Yeah. If this man thinks that got to me, Aish, my brother, you have a long way to go in life. Like, that's what I said. If the barcode is when you press that buy sell button so your fingers bleed. IQ's mind blowing. Irfan and it's the same guy. I don't know. Chad. People on side quests out here today. I think right now the room temperature is higher than the IQ. Finally someone gets the idea. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum, bum. Facts, brother, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. And I'll say, we've been doing this for quite a while now. I mean, we've got over 1,000 streams. You really think a little troll hurts my feelings? How long have you been trading for? This is my 8th year. Chat is mad. Signals versus noise, gents, always. Expect Blamena. Kigo, I just joined Prodigy. Let's go, baby. Hey, great to have you on board, my brother. Great to have you part of the team. We'll see you a little bit later for Project G, for NFP, and then the New York session later with the Prodigy guys. Guys, I'm not going to really waste your time though. I mean, it's 11 o'clock here. We obviously have quite a bit of a busy day. We're going to go from NFP basically straight into New York session. And I mean, gold, maybe if it had a sweep again, I'll take a look at it. But I'm also not convinced on using both my bullets now for New York session. Yeah. Previous weekly low is here also. That's interesting. But I think we'll get pretty close to wrapping it up. There's not much not happening here. And we took our shots. We got break even. I'm happy with it. Let's see here, guys. What are we gonna finish off with today? What are we going to finish off with here? Got one there. How's NASDAQ? It's dropping dramatically. So there you're going to have your Asia lows test. But as I say, I'm not touching that now. I'll wait for New York session. What time we're going live for NFP? NFP is 3:30. We normally will go live even like 10 past, 3/4 past, because we normally used to go like half an hour before, but we get over it so quickly. Gold OBS coming in clutch. Hey, Carl. I can see where you took it. You should have been in there. We've been able to run a 50. 100 would have been a nice 1 to 2. Carl, is that the trade you took? It should be, if I'm correct. But I think we're going to get ready to finish off with that. Yes, Keys. Beautiful stuff, my brother. And that's, guys, and you know what I always said, that's the exact thing. Where someone like that, for example, can come there and say, cool, smash gold. When you learn the same strategy, I should be able to tell you exactly what trade he took, because we're all on the same strategy. So again, it just shows you. Rather teach than give out signals, because there my brother can go take the trade by himself and execute. W Stream Keys, W's in the chat there, my brother, well done. But let's finish strong here, guys. Let's find this song here. All right, Chad. Again, I just want to say thank you to all of you that have, who joined in today. It's always good being here with you guys. It has been a great week. Really trade safe today with NFP. Prodigy, we're going to give you guys the outlook a little bit later and then get ready for that. Like I said, if we have the call, if we don't have the call, but you will have your outlook. But we should see you later for it. So let's get ready. Let's smash NFP. Let's continue the momentum we've been having. And then we'll see you for New York session Prodigy members. But to the rest of the community, have a great week. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. As always, Chad. And I'm going to see you same place, same time next week. Peace and love, baby. Cheers.
Each time I find myself crawling back in your arms, yeah. But I don't mind. It's just what you do to me, just what you do to me. Recall the times, and now I can't find a new devotionable, yeah. Can't hide desire when it's frozen in time. It's more than knowing, yeah. Recall the times, and now I can't find a new devotionable, yeah. Can't hide desire when it's frozen in time. It's more than knowable, yeah. These arms used to hold, falling away, falling away, tearing my skin from bone to know you out on your own. I'll find a way, oh, I'll find a way. Each time I find myself crawling back in your arms, yeah. But I don't mind. It's just what you do to me, just what you do to me. Recall the times, and now I can't find a new devotionable, yeah. Can't hide desire when it's frozen in time. It's more than knowable, yeah. Recall the times, and now I can't find a new devotionable, yeah. Can't hide desire when it's frozen in time. It's more than knowable, yeah.